Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing great wherever you are. And today I wanted to go on a little tour of some of the crocuses that I have blooming in my garden and some general care advice on how to keep these guys happy. So these guys actually started to bloom. If you've seen a video I made about a week ago, I showed these crocuses when there were a few blooms opened, and more have opened since then, and they look even more beautiful. But I've also noticed some out front that I will show you in a minute have opened up, and I am just absolutely amazed at how beautiful they are. So yeah. Looks so pretty. So let's go out front, and I want to so that I can show you the crocuses I have blooming out there. So I'm here out front, and these guys just opened probably a day or so ago, and just look at how big this is. Oh, it is absolutely amazing. There's a little guy right there. But I was not expecting, I did have crocuses here these are actually coming back from last year, but they just look bigger this year. See, there's coming on, I don't know if you can see that. There's another one on the way. Super excited. Here's another little grouping. It looks super, super sweet. There's another little one. Here's two more. Another little grouping. Well, a lot of whites and purples. Here's another nice little grouping that I am also loving. Just look perfect. And here's one more. So I'm actually back in the backyard right now, and these are more that are coming up. These have not bloomed yet, obviously, but these are actually on the north side of our property. So this spot typically is cooler, and so these ones are coming up a little bit later, as you can see, but pretty soon they will come up or they will bloom and look just as beautiful as the rest of them. So now I just wanted to go over some general care advice on how to keep these guys happy and healthy. So these guys grow from a little structure called a corm. You can look it up. They just look kind of like rocks, honestly. They grow from, these little structures that look kind of like gray rocks, and they don't look like much when you plant them, but this is what happened. This is the end result. And those corms you plant in the fall. Plant them about 3 inches deep in moist soil that doesn't hold a lot of water. You don't want these ever sitting in any standing water. They absolutely will not tolerate that. So you want to make sure that wherever you're planting them, the soil is not wet, is not sopping wet. They will not be happy, and they won't bloom. So you want to make sure that their soil is nice and well drained, but also not too dry, because they still need some water. And I would say they like about 4 to 6 hours of sunlight to keep them happy. But don't put them in super deep shady areas. They will not like that, and they probably will not bloom properly. So make sure you give them a good 4 hours at least. I would say 6 is preferable, but make sure you give them good sun. And yeah, so yeah, give them good sun, give them well-drained soil. And as far as watering is concerned, you water them in once right after you plant them. Oh look, there's a bumblebee. Water them in once after you plant them, and then if you live in an area where it's reasonably moist, especially in the winter and spring, you probably don't need to worry about hand watering them, because here in Ohio, we typically get enough rain that I don't really have to worry about them. So they kind of just take care of themselves on that front. Now, after these have finished blooming, you want to make sure that the leaves, these little leaves right here, you want to make sure that you leave them on the plant until they turn yellow. As unattractive as they are actually performing the function of storing up nutrients for next year's bloom. So you do not want to cut those off before they turn yellow, and yeah, you want to leave them on for as long as possible. And after the leaves have died off, you can either just pull the leaves out, they should come out easily, or you can cut them down with a pair of pruners or scissors or whatever, and you just leave them in the ground. You could pretty much just ignore them, and before you know it, they will be back again next spring, hopefully, with even more blooms next year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little crocus tour, and I hope you found some of the care tips to be helpful and useful. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be back with another video here at Buckeye State Gardening. Thanks for watching.